Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Ascension Playground. This is Ursie. It's been great to have a little break. I've been going deeper into submitting my certification for Julia Balaz's Quantum Soul Guidance Practitioners. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. In the meantime, I am offering a few more final freebies, and this one today is for Caring Angel. Caring Angel Carrie. Okay, let's go take a look. If this is your first time tuning in and wondering, what are we talking about? There's a free online calculator that after you put in your birth information, you can see not only your astrology, but the fixed stars are placed in it. So putting the stars back into astrology, and some of the narrative will allow us to see where your soul has been, the origin, the first time that your soul originated within this particular system, and then your most recent lifetime. It shares so much more, but those are the two aspects I'm going to share today. Okay, so let me go to my screen and let me share. I'll first start with sharing the calculator. Here it is. Again, if you're new, just type in Galactic astrochart.com, like here up at the top of the header, galacticastrochart.com. And then I typed in Caring Angel's birth information and started typing in the birth city. When I had all the information, you hit calculate, and then you copy and paste the information over here in this white box. Okay. And then after you import all that information, you hit the blue button that says import natal chart data right there. My mouse is having a little problem today, but here we go. So after you put in the information, you scroll down. Come on, calculator. Here we go. I think my mouse is just saying, hey, I don't want to play. You can see in this area where the sun sits at Aries, 7 degrees, 1 minute in the 5th house. So that's just an indicator of what's where. All right. So what I did was I clicked these two boxes and then I hit generate extended report. But let me go back. I'll generate first the basic report. Here it is. Here's the basic, because here's where we start seeing these connections that you see on the basic are 99.9% where you have incarnated in this system. Okay, so this is the strongest conjunctions and oppositions. Those are astrological aspects that help us see what you were doing in that constellation. So we can see Orion and the Galactic Center are star connections to your moon in Sagittarius. We see Virgo, Boots, Leo, Hydra, and Andromeda. So, down here at the vertex, we see Hyades, Taurus, and Scorpius. Quite a few. So how to play this game? We first look at Pluto, and there's nothing there because that's the most distant planet. Just using this narrative, okay, in our solar system. So Pluto, nothing there, but we look next at Neptune and we see Andromeda. So I wrote a little note for Andromeda, but we want to find out later which fixed star on Andromeda did Caring Angel begin with. Then up here on the sun, it's empty, but on the moon line, her moon is in Sagittarius, and we see connections to the constellation Orion and the Galactic Center. Okay, so that's a very basic way. If you just wanted to start here, and if you like meditating with your star families, this is a great place to start because you can say, I'm from Orion, the Galactic Center, Virgo, Boots, etc. Okay, those are the constellations. Now I'm going to hit Generate Extended Report. And then I have to scroll down, and here's the extended report for our Caring Angel. Now I'm going to go all the way down here. Look how many soul connections there are. And you see they're color-coded like Andromeda You can easily scan and see, okay, how many Andromeda soul connections. But I'll return to what we're doing. We saw that Neptune, there was a major soul connection to Andromeda. So it's an opposition to the fixed star called Almach. Okay, Almach. We see her Neptune is sitting at 13 degrees of Scorpio 1 minute. And yet Almach is sitting at 13 degrees Scorpio 41 minutes. So the orb is very tight by just 40 minutes. Okay, that's how you read that. So you would say then that you originated from the fixed star Almach, and that you began as an Andromedan starseed. Okay. And I apologize if I'm going a little too fast for some of you, but let's see. Next, we remember that there was something here on the moon line. Here's the galactic center. The galactic center is merged energy with your moon in Sagittarius in the second house. It's merged. But we want to say so we know you're a galactic traveler, a multi-dimensional portal hopper. Now, when you have a conjunction to the galactic center, it means, yes, strong potential when you tune in to not only transport yourself to other galaxies or other places, but also to receive visitors. It's like a two-way street, that good old galactic center, but it's not a fixed star. All right. So we then look and say, oh, here's where the fixed star most recently, if you want to use this narrative. So here's the constellation Orion, and it's opposing all of these aspects within the Orion constellation. The closest fixed star, where we could say your most recent lifetime was galactically, was in a planet or on a planet called SAIPH, S-A-I-P-H, which is opposing your moon by 47 minutes. All right, so let me pause for a minute and stop sharing there. So those are a few little tea leaves, and it doesn't mean much until you decide to dive deeper into, okay, how do I hold this space? And so, as I've shared before, you can always Google what is an Orion star seed characteristics and traits. And there's so much on Google. All right. You can even look under Astrology King for the fixed star SAIPH, S-A-I-P-H. That's your most recent. Okay. But I'm going to go back to your beautiful chart because I want to share one more thing, which just kind of blew me away. Okay, caring angel. You might have heard me recently talk about the 4 royal Persian fixed stars in the heavens. These 4 stars anchor the heavens. Well, I think you found this out yourself, but I was just still going, oh my gosh, you're right. Antares and Aldebaran. Excuse me, it could be Aldebaran or Aldebaran, but it's these 2 stars. Those are 2 of the 4 royal stars of heaven. And then you've got Fomalhaut, which is in the constellation Pisces Astrinus, the southern fish. So that's 3 of the 4 royal stars. So then I went scooting around going, could it be? Could it be? And yes, you have the 4th royal star, Regulus, in the constellation Leo, commonly called the King's Star. Oh my gosh. Let me stop sharing for a moment. So I don't think I've met someone yet who has all 4 royal stars in their natal chart, in their galactic journeying. So what does it mean? How do we hold that? The story is that maybe 2,000 to 3,000 years ago, I know some places cite like 500 before Christ, but this was a way to navigate in the heavens, that these 4 royal stars were the ones that held up the heavens so that then we could coordinate time and calendaring. We could also navigate in each of the quadrants, the other stars and constellations. Each of those 4 royal stars also carries archangelic energies. So they're the watchers of the north, south, east, and west. That's directional. but four archangelic energies. I mean, this metaphor of holding up the heavens with four angels. Who are they? Archangel Gabriel, Uriel, Michael, and Gabriel. Had to check my notes. So in this reading, I think what I'm going to do is share one more thing. So bear with me. Here we go. I'm going to share my little presentation, just a couple pages. Here it is. And here I am. I'm down here. This is a presentation I'm going to be doing soon on the four royal stars of heaven. Carrying angel, it's funny that that's the name that came up for you. You have, again, Regulus, Fomalhaut, Antares, and Aldebaran. It's remarkable, but I wanted to give you a quick glimpse of, well, what does that mean? Here is this compass that Julia Balaz in her Starseeds Teachable class explains what these four directions and the four angels mean. It's just fascinating. Now, this information comes if you decide to go into the Quantum Soul Guidance Practitioners course. So for anyone listening, if you decide to go into the class or take one of Julia's, she has a Galactic Astrology 101 class. I think it's like $100. Anyway, if you decide to take any of her four classes, use the affiliate link down below in my description, because that way then the playground gets supported, and it's a great way to help build what we're doing here. Okay, so what does it mean for somebody? Here, I'm going to go sit with these wings for a moment to hold the spring equinox and the fall equinox, the summer and winter solstices, the times of year. Imagine what it feels like to have the four royal stars in your chart. What does it mean? You know, so this is the last chart I'll share, and then I'll go back to our little chat. But, you know, the idea was when you do the research that way back in the narrative of the people in the Persian Empire, the deity was called Ahura Mazda. So Ahura Mazda was like God, and he fathered a benevolent child and a not so benevolent child. So here we have the setup of God setting in motion the yin and the yang, the dark and the light, the good and the bad, the polarity, right? So having a royal star, imagine having all four royal stars. It does mean that your life journey, you know, it's a gift, and ... It comes with battles between light and dark as well. So your soul in some way agreed to carry the four directions. But if you overcome the shadow and have done the deeper inner work, the shadow clearing, amazing opportunities and success are basically guaranteed. Let me stop sharing. That's the narrative, at least, right? Like, my gosh, royal. We kind of all like this idea of non-pedestrian, you know, the royalty of the four. But wow, how has it shown up for you in your life, Carrying Angel? People say, oh, I want that. And then you have it and you realize, oh my gosh, but then I have to deal with the shadow, which is really dark. And then the light is really light. So, you know, this is how our soul expands and grows on what we call this earth school. But when you look at galactic astrology, you realize we're not just learning on Earth, we're learning throughout the cosmos. What an incredible soul journey you've been on. Well, I hope this helps guide and inspire you, Carrying Angel, and anyone else listening. Do look to see if your chart, if you decide to look on the online free calculator by Julia Balaz, if you have the fixed stars Regulus, Watcher of the North with a green ray, and that green ray is like the heart of the lion. So powerful heart chakra, big-hearted people. Healing and balance is like the battle cry for Regulus. And if you have the fixed beautiful royal star of Aldebaran, it's Archangel Michael's energy with the earth element and a blue ray. My goodness. Archangel Michael and this fixed star allow for divine assistance. When it gets really dark, many of us have learned to call in Archangel Michael to help support and shield and protect. That's available, especially for those who have this fixed star in their astrology. And then, of course, fixed star, royal star Fomalhaut has beautiful Archangel Gabriel, the messenger. Oftentimes, if you have this fixed star, this royal star in your chart, you may have a very strong connection to Jesus. And some say that this is the star that appeared for the birth of Christ. So it's this idea of the messenger announcing a child is born, the king is here. So strong connections and strong communications with this fixed star. Now, if you have the star, royal star Antares, this is Archangel Uriel. He is the watcher of the west. So Regulus in the north, Aldebaran in the east, Fomalhaut in the south, and now Uriel, Archangel Uriel with the fixed star Antares in the west. This is the golden ray, or Uriel. I like Uriel because I can spell my name Ursula and my full name, and I can find Uriel in my name. So I kind of, when I happen to be wearing a golden color, that's the ray of Uriel. It's also the heart. It's located at the heart of the scorpion. So Scorpion, but these are the people who are strategists, planners, because you can see with this gift of the star, the bigger picture. Well, I hope that wasn't too much of a fire hose for you, but boy, you look at these charts and they just somehow, for me, bring so much energy. So I keep following the aliveness of what makes me happy. And thank you so much, everyone, all the subscribers, for liking and subscribing, because it does make me feel like, okay, keep going. Keep going. The star stuff is really fascinating. And again, if you have a chance to Google James Webb Telescope, NASA, and see some of the images, it's like, wow. If you didn't think we were, if you didn't know, we have already gone galactic. So that's why a galactic astrology soul reading or a chart and a report is fascinating to me. Okay, till next time. And thanks, Caring Angel, for letting me practice. We'll see you all on the Ascension Playground next time. Bye for now.